Got a part in a movie in 1986. I called it the They Couldn't. I said, right, that ain't funny. So to me, it wasn't funny.
In a recent turn of events, Oprah garnered attention as Denzel Washington addressed and brought to light her purported reprehensible actions. Denzel delved into a range of allegations, including and usurping roles. Nevertheless, Oprah appears to be someone unwilling to passively witness the unfolding events. Currently, it seems she is countering Denzel, possibly with a hint of intimidation, reminiscent of her actions in the past. Amidst these accusations, certain Twitter users began asserting that Oprah's residence in Boca Raton, Florida, had been raided in connection to a global trafficking ring. Supporters of this claim cited Oprah's previous associations with offenders Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein. Adding to this alarming rumor, Twitter posts propagated the idea that Oprah had been apprehended under suspicion of participating in global trafficking. However, the seemingly bizarre nature of this assertion is due to its lack of truth. Obviously, these rumors are beyond ridiculous, but Oprah felt the need to clear the air anyway. Just got a phone call that my name is trending and being trolled for some awful fake thing. It's not true, she wrote on Twitter. Haven't been raided or arrested, just sanitizing and self-distancing with the rest of the world. Stay safe, everybody. The enigmatic nature of Hollywood is as intriguing as a magician's hat, filled with peculiarities and concealed treasures. From glamorous parties to occasional scandals involving A-listers and the persistent efforts to discreetly handle certain film projects, it's evident that the entertainment industry harbors more secrets than a hidden treasure map. And of course, one cannot overlook the nuanced skill of artist management, akin to the challenging task of herding cats in the world of Hollywood.
A Hollywood trainer was talking to me to force me to go and apologize, right? But
furthermore, it's no secret that celebrities sometimes engage in lighthearted banter about their fellow actors. Consider the iconic Mel Gibson and the everlasting Christopher Walken, for example. Christopher Walken has undoubtedly been a formidable presence in Hollywood, captivating audiences with his distinctive style and adaptability. From eccentric quirks to a diverse range of authentic character portrayals across various film genres, he has stood as an entertainment powerhouse. His unwavering impact on both the silver screen and television has etched an unforgettable place in the hearts of fans.
Kid, come here. Come on, I'll give you a free ride. You do it again. Show this boy. Go ahead.
No, That's terrific, kid. That's terrific.
With a voice that could command a room, a face that could launch 1,000 ships, and an expression so serious it could turn milk sour, Christopher Walken had that spooky presence that made Hollywood sit up and take notice. But what really set him apart were the spine-tingling roles he took on. Walken specialized in playing characters that were so intense, they'd send shivers down your spine faster than a roller coaster.
You're a terrific actor, and you've portrayed many types of people, but you clearly you like to play an evil character, don't you?
Well, sure, I like to work.
It's no surprise that when fellow celebrities watched him regularly don the cloak of such serious and scary roles, they couldn't help but associate him with those characters. Some might say that people were more scared of Walken off-screen than on, just like the case with Denis Villeneuve. Once, Patrice Vermette, the production designer of Dune 2, also stated in an interview that the Deer Hunter actor's casting as the film's villain was an easy choice, calling it a no-brainer because of the general image he possessed in the industry. He said, "Speaking of villains, the movie will finally introduce the Padishah Emperor Shaddam IV in the flesh." And Villeneuve made it clear that casting Christopher Walken in the role was a no-brainer because there's something about that man that commands respect. Walken's bone-chilling aura even managed to give the charismatic Mel Gibson a serious case of the heebie-jeebies during their first encounter. This peculiar meeting from the annals of Hollywood history resurfaced in a vintage 1998 interview, where Mel Gibson spilled the beans on his rather unsettling take on the movie industry. The interview went viral, setting the online community abuzz with wild conspiracy theories in the wake of Gibson's comments. He acknowledged, "I thought, oh no, Chris Walken is the Antichrist, you know." Gibson's comment about Walken was not right because, despite his looks and eerie aura, he is a legendary actor who has contributed to Hollywood with his captivating performances. Well, it appears that those who dared to speak about the legendary actor might have felt the icy winds of disapproval from some of Hollywood's elite. Recently, Mel Gibson has been toiling away on a rather controversial movie, and the latest buzz is quite the showstopper. Word on the street is that the film has achieved a jaw-dropping milestone, breaking the $150 million barrier at the box office, and its meteoric rise seems far from running out of steam.
And they don't have a lot of 3D special effects, but they do operate on a higher level.
Despite the persistent efforts of woke Hollywood and the liberal news media to put a damper on things, this film has not only recouped its production costs, but has managed to bankroll a whopping tenfold return. It's now etching its name in the annals of box office history as one of the most astonishing triumphs of all time.
If I put down exactly what happened, it's too hard to take. No, there have been a lot of obstacles thrown in the way. You know, there's a lot of... what would you call it?
It's absolutely mind-boggling how Hollywood is seemingly going all out to give this movie the cold shoulder. The movie has seemingly reignited the spotlight on Hollywood, and it's raising eyebrows all around. One notable figure finding themselves under the magnifying glass is none other than Oprah Winfrey. You might remember her lavish $40 million contribution to the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa, a school that comes equipped with some rather luxurious extras, including a yoga studio and beauty salon.
If you now seize the opportunity, and that's why this is such a victory. Tomorrow, you will hear me doing the dance because it's a victory.
In a startling turn of events, whispers began to circulate that mere months after the school's grand opening, the dorm matron faced arrest on charges of SA several 7th and 8th graders. Oprah, it said, distanced herself from the situation, and there were murmurs of her pointing fingers at the school administration, alleging a cover-up and pledging to pursue justice to the fullest. These revelations have cast an unforgiving spotlight on the murkier aspects of philanthropic endeavors and have ignited concerns about how the industry deals with such grave issues. She said, "I wanted to hire an independent team because my experience with child predators is that no one ever abuses just one child." The accused, Tiny Virginia Makopo, was cleared of all 14 charges against her after a magistrate ruled that the case was unproven and the pupils' testimonies lacked corroboration. Makopo firmly maintains her innocence and claims that she was wrongfully ensnared in this conspiracy. The incident has raised questions about the reliability of the allegations and the need for a fair and comprehensive investigation. According to her, "I do not know what steps I am going to take right now, but life for me for the past 3 years was nothing but hell," she told the Times of South Africa today. "I have been struggling. This case has left me humiliated, broke, and unemployed." The 9 alleged victims were aged between 13 and 15 when they made their claims against Makopo, who was also accused of assaulting one of the teenagers as well as a fellow supervisor. Winfrey had called the allegations crushing, especially because of her own stated history OFCSA, and promised an overhaul of the school. She made her unhappiness with the verdict clear. There are sources that suggest Hollywood's elites will go to great extremes to maintain control over artists. Jamie Foxx, in particular, has been vocal about this issue. He revealed the existence of strange and obscene parties hosted by the elites, shedding light on their alleged tactics to exert influence and control.
And it's a pool party that is ridiculous, man. And I look up and I see Dr. Ruth. I don't know if you know who that is.
The video quickly went viral, drawing widespread attention, but it also caused trouble between Jamie and the elites. Jamie claimed that he recorded and documented these events in the video. The revelations in the video have left people both captivated and concerned about what might have been happening behind the scenes at these events. But one person directed this revelation towards Oprah, writing, "All evil will be exposed, the truth is out, and the devil is a liar." According to Jamie Foxx, these gatherings were anything but your typical soirees. They allegedly held a specific and rather unsettling purpose. It's been said that Hollywood elites meticulously arranged these events with a clear agenda, to manipulate artists who stood their ground against their sway or rejected their demands. The elites, it is claimed, would entice these artists into attending these gatherings, using them as a way to exercise their influence and establish control over them.
The reality of it is that you are clearing up rooms that have just had coke residue on the tables the next day.
It is not just about the parties, but overall it seems like that people like Oprah have been doing every wrong thing there. The Oscars have come under scrutiny for their perceived lack of inclusivity toward Black actors, marked by various controversies that have marred the award show's reputation. A significant moment unfolded in 2019 when Kevin Hart resigned as the Oscars host in response to the re-emergence of past homophobic tweets. Additionally, the #OscarsSoWhite movement has advocated for greater diversity and acknowledgement of individuals from marginalized communities within the entertainment industry. This has contributed to a prevailing perception that Hollywood's esteemed Walk of Fame is now more akin to a Walk of Shame due to the absence of stars reflecting diversity.
Kevin Hart has stepped down from hosting this year's Oscars. He put out a statement on Twitter tonight saying, "I have made the choice to step down."
In a February afternoon in 1940s America, actress Hattie McDaniel made cinematic history by securing the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress in the 1940 film Gone with the Wind. Her win was groundbreaking, as she became the first African American to receive this esteemed film award. Despite the triumph, the celebration was tempered by the harsh reality that, at the Oscars ceremony, she faced segregation from the rest of the attendees, turning the event into a whites-only affair. Rather than being a joyous celebration, the occasion was marred by the stark reminder of racial segregation, casting a shadow over McDaniel's historic achievement.
I sincerely hope I shall always be a credit to my race and to the motion picture industry. My heart is too full to tell you just how I feel.
80 years later, the film industry continues to wrestle with persistent forms of discrimination, despite some strides towards increased diversity. The 2020 Oscar ceremony was tarnished by racial controversies that have unfortunately become familiar to both audiences and industry insiders. Notable snubs, like the omission of Lupita Nyong'o for her exceptional performance in the 2019 film Us, serve as stark examples of the ongoing challenges related to representation in the industry.
And the Oscar goes to Lupita Nyong'o.
Eddie Murphy has highlighted an intriguing perspective on the industry's discrimination, attributing it to undisclosed contracts that actors sign. According to Murphy, winning an Academy Award might entail compromising one's integrity, suggesting a potential connection to becoming a sellout. This narrative expands beyond a single celebrity, with numerous voices echoing cautionary tales about aligning too closely with influential figures at the pinnacle of the entertainment hierarchy. Denzel Washington, leading this chorus of voices, initiated the conversation by critiquing industry colleagues for what he perceived as a misguided sense of self-importance, refraining from immediately revealing the identities of prominent figures involved.
People say, oh, the difficulty of making a movie. I'm like, send your son to Iraq. That's difficult. It's just a movie. It's like, relax.
He expressed that we are now in an era where many are growing weary of the woke Hollywood elites who come across as self-righteous and superior. Washington criticized those in the industry who take the stage to self-congratulate and offer life guidance to others while living in opulent mansions. Nevertheless, not all the most renowned stars fall into this category. Denzel Washington, for instance, is an individual who prioritizes what truly matters in life, and he isn't pleased with how some of his colleagues in the entertainment industry behave. Denzel, who has won an Oscar, doesn't just stop there. He doesn't believe that making movies is super hard. He even compared it to simpler jobs like being a garbage man or dealing with the challenges of war.
I like being a garbage man better. But they weren't bad jobs. It's like, people say, oh, the difficulty of making a movie. I'm like, send your son to Iraq. That's difficult.
Similar to Eddie's and Denzel's willingness to address the industry's shortcomings, other celebrities have also spoken out about peculiar occurrences within the entertainment world. One such individual is Cat Williams, who took a more direct approach to shedding light on issues within the industry. The comedian recently made pointed comments about his industry peer, Jamie Foxx, suggesting that Foxx may have compromised his integrity for the sake of an award. But that's only part of what Williams had to say about the actor. Around a decade ago, during a performance in Los Angeles, Cat Williams openly discussed a rumor regarding Jamie Foxx's sexual orientation. He straightforwardly stated, "Who's gay? Jamie Foxx." Williams even went as far as to mention a name, claiming, "I can even tell you the name of the dude he F. His name is Marcus Anthony. He's the only dude signed to Jamie Foxx's label." Then the comedian kept going and said a lot of negative things about Foxx. He used strong language and said, "Forget Jamie Foxx and the money he got from Django Unchained." He also said, "They gave me the script and I said, any guy who does this should die." And the next thing I knew, Jamie Foxx was getting ready for the movie.
His name is Marcus Anthony. He's the only dude signed to Jamie Foxx's label. Check it out.
After that, the comedian leveled further accusations against Foxx, suggesting that Foxx made significant sacrifices to secure an Oscar. Cat Williams appeared to believe that Foxx's path to success was marked by numerous challenging moments, which have led him to surmise that Foxx may have indeed sacrificed something significant along the way. In hindsight, it appears that the nomination may have served as a way for the industry elites to prepare Jamie Foxx for what lay ahead. It seems Foxx had reached a pivotal juncture in his career, where he was on the cusp of being inducted into the upper echelons of the industry.
And then I get a call, and on the other end of the phone says, "Hi, Jamie Foxx." So who's this? This is Oprah.
However, many people suggested that the TV host is the main force behind all such crimes. But when she addressed the issue, she categorically denied all the allegations against her and apparently threw the dirty laundry to Denzel. "I did stupid things like drinking detergent and all that kind of crazy stuff that you do when you're trying to get attention when you're really just trying to cry for help," she told Morgan. However, Denzel's fan base is so strong that they never believed Oprah. One of them wrote, "This man is one of the greatest actors that ever stepped onto a movie set. What an amazing man. God bless and keep Denzel in his hand." Another one added, "I have always admired Mr. Washington, but I had no idea of the depth of his integrity and his willingness to not go against his personal beliefs. This is a man who I could literally vote for. He is a man of principle, which seems to have become a rarity, or sadly, even against the law of the land. Mr. Washington, I wish I could personally express my complete respect of you to you." One more person added, "His humbleness and morals are what children need as television heroes nowadays, and it is very natural for his fans to believe him as he has shed light on some really very serious actions taking place in the industry. These claims extend beyond mere disgruntled remarks from individuals nursing grievances. Rather, they purportedly originate from revelations made by prominent figures in Hollywood, such as Oprah. Those who have earned top accolades and mingled with influential players in the industry are allegedly exposing a darker side to the entertainment business that remains hidden from an outsider's view. Supposedly, reaching the pinnacle of the industry exacts a toll nearly equivalent to the very essence of their lives. The narrative takes a more unsettling turn, proposing that those attempting to regain a sense of normalcy often face severe consequences. An increasing number of these luminaries in the entertainment industry are now stepping forward to share their distressing experiences and the horrors witnessed within the realm of entertainment. Hollywood, it appears, conceals stories that go beyond the glitz and glamour, challenging preconceived notions and prompting a reconsideration of what truly unfolds behind the scenes.
So what is happening in Hollywood? Nobody knows. The worst thing to call somebody is crazy, is dismissive. I don't understand this person, so they're crazy.
From imposing roles on actors to orchestrating entire movements, the shadows behind the scenes in Hollywood appear limitless. What has evolved, however, is the growing disenchantment among actors who have long been confined to the roles assigned to them. Despite enjoying the privileges of an elite lifestyle, these actors discover that the benefits hardly compensate for the steep price they've paid in their interactions with industry executives. While occasional instances of celebrities offering glimpses into the unseen realities behind the cameras have surfaced over the years, they often face dismissal as mere sensationalism. Yet, a prevailing narrative is emerging, suggesting that a select few may wield significant control over the entire landscape of Hollywood. It's not a solitary celebrity stepping forward, but a collective voice led by the venerable Denzel Washington. With a track record in some of the biggest movies and a collection of awards affirming his acting prowess, Washington emerges as someone who has deftly navigated the intricate web of Hollywood's inner workings. Rather than immediately exposing the high-profile names orchestrating behind the scenes, Washington initiates the discourse by directing his critique at his peers in the industry. He condemns what he perceives as their delusional arrogance, setting the stage for a broader conversation about the concealed dynamics at play in Hollywood and the potential pitfalls awaiting those who intertwine their destinies with influential figures higher up in the industry hierarchy.
People say, "Oh, the difficulty of making a movie." I'm like, send your son to Iraq. That's difficult. It's just a movie. It's like, relax.
The actor, famous for being brave and smart, openly talked about the decreasing viewership of major Hollywood awards shows. He said that the shows focus too much on pushing their political opinions onto viewers. He said that we're in a new time when people are tired of the woke Hollywood elites who act like they're better than others. Washington himself said these people go on stage, congratulate themselves, and tell everyone else how to live. Meanwhile, they live in very expensive mansions. And this was further confirmed when Taraji P. Henson joined the scene. In her memoir, Henson revealed a deep sense of disappointment and betrayal, expressing feeling gutted upon discovering that Winfrey, who served as a producer on the film, did not advocate for her to receive fair compensation. Henson had expected Winfrey to be a mentor and role model, but instead felt let down. Winfrey, who had been notably silent on the matter until now, recently addressed the issue in an interview with Variety. She revealed that she was unaware of the pay gap during the production and emphasized that she had no control over the budget or actors' salaries. Winfrey explained that she had entrusted director Lee Daniels with those decisions, relying on his judgment. "I didn't know what anybody was getting paid. I didn't ask. I didn't negotiate. I just said yes to the role because I wanted to work with Lee and I wanted to support his vision," Winfrey said. "I'm sorry that Taraji felt hurt by that, but it was not my intention to slight her or anyone else." In his speeches, Denzel Washington consistently issues a cautionary message to future generations, emphasizing that they will continue to confront racism because youth are still being taught to harbor racial biases. While he holds on to the dream of a world free from racism, he holds the belief that a new generation of individuals with racist beliefs is being raised, highlighting the enduring challenge of addressing and overcoming prejudice and discrimination.
You can't legislate love. The President of the United States can't legislate us into liking each other.
Morgan Freeman, in a rare interview, candidly expressed his feelings of envy regarding Denzel Washington's career. Reflecting on both of their journeys, Freeman admitted, "I'm so very envious of Denzel's career because he's doing what I wanted to do." He went on to share that he had a recent conversation with Washington, who conveyed his sense of being in the autumn of life, yet remaining fiercely ambitious, actively reaching out to esteemed directors like Paul Thomas Anderson and Steve McQueen in his pursuit of compelling projects. This insight sheds light on the enduring passion and drive that continue to propel Denzel Washington's remarkable career forward.
Denzel and I were in a Joseph Pack production of Coriolanus. I was the lead.
Denzel shares a profound conviction that his contributions to the world of entertainment and their influence on society transcend racial boundaries. He highlights his talents and achievements as multifaceted individuals, refusing to be constrained by narrow labels. His unified message underscores the power of talent, resilience, and the shared aspiration to be acknowledged for their artistry and character beyond the color of their skin.
What I actually said to Denzel was, "You're that brilliant young actor just out of Fordham University."
But have you ever seen any Hollywood elite, or even the system, ever promoting Denzel's teachings and lessons that he learned while he was in the industry? This is up to you to decide. However, it seems like what Denzel was trying to convey is becoming true. Much evidence shows that this industry is totally biased and authoritarian. To understand this, let's take the example of Dave Chappelle, Hollywood, and he harbors a trove of tales that unveil the unvarnished reality behind the scenes. It's clear that the allure of Hollywood's glitz and glamour belies the less enchanting truths lurking beneath the surface. For Dave, it's always been apparent that no amount of wealth could truly compensate for the challenges imposed by the industry's powerful figures.
So much money, how could you do that, and blah, blah, blah. But you know, if I had taken that money and finished the show, I would have got the money, but I might never have been the same.
Apparently, Hollywood is known for its racist and discriminatory practices. Black actors have to fight twice as hard for the opportunities that other people easily get in the industry. Of course, it won't be easy to eliminate years and years of systemic oppression with just a few castings, especially since the higher powers still want to control everything.
According to Chappelle and Tolan, the executives at Fox suggested changing the lead female character from black to white.
People are just as angry as Dave, as some of them have taken to social media to highlight just how much Hollywood is responsible for racism in the industry. One Twitter user wrote, "Why do you think our people have just started to formally break into Hollywood? Like en masse in 2019? Maybe it's because it's racism. This is racism. Natives have and continue to be held back actively in Hollywood from telling our stories. Because one crack, the dam breaks." To many people, it started to make sense what Denzel went through during his early time in this industry. One person wrote, "I love Denzel. He knows he's black, he's proud of it, and he's a terrific actor. But the difference with him is that he seems to rise above a lot of the that Hollywood portrays to the world. He's a realist and seems a damn decent man. He's obviously an intellect and well-read, but talks cleverly and not hysterically. That's why people listen." The other guy, who is 59, wow, he's got some decent genes in his family. Denzel Washington has always emphasized that a thorough understanding of cultural issues through education is paramount. He issues a stark warning that if the younger generations aren't properly educated about the sensitive topic of racism, it could spell imminent trouble for the future of the entertainment industry. But it seems like this thing smells unpleasant for the elites of this industry, and they never acknowledged his learnings and teachings.
Well, it starts in the home. You know, if the father's not in the home, the boy will find the father in the streets. Yeah. I saw it in my generation and every generation.
Denzel Washington's remarkable journey to becoming the globally celebrated actor we know today is undeniably rooted in his challenging upbringing. This tumultuous early life experience profoundly influenced his approach to every aspect of his career. His exceptional maturity, evident not only in his acting but also in his character, combined with a profound sense of faith, sets him apart as a unique presence in the often unpredictable world of Hollywood. Regardless, as the industry navigates the aftermath of these revelations regarding the challenges confronted by Black celebrities by elite Black artists, it is crucial to tackle the underlying issues and enact systemic changes. This is essential to guarantee a safer and more equitable future for everyone engaged in the realm of entertainment. Despite everything, Oprah appears ready to criticize him. Is Oprah attempting to divert attention from her own misdeeds by shifting the focus to Denzel? Only time will reveal the truth. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.